The Dallas Cowboys present These Boots Are Made for Talkin', the official podcast of the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders. Now your hosts, Courtney McKenna and Shannon Gross.
Make sure it's off.
Hi!
Oh my God, that was so loud.
You can turn it down over here.
No, I don't even know if it was that. I think it was literally...
Is it probably just me going, hi?
Yes.
What's up, Courtney?
I'm having computer problems, so stand by.
Oh, Lord.
But hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Well, it's Thursday, and that can only mean one thing.
One thing.
That tomorrow's Friday. And it's time for your favorite podcast. I'm sure that everyone listening listens to. These Boots Are Made for Talking.
I'm going to, throw my computer away.
All right, turn her mic off.
Put it in rice.
Turn her mic off. Put it in rice. That's awesome. Well, we have two I'm excited again this week because I know nothing about either one of you.
New rooks.
Same.
I've seen you on
Good
game
old
day. I've been in this room with you for about 7 minutes now. Mm-hmm. And that's about all I know. So welcome to the show, Briana and Taylor. How are you guys? Briana. Sorry, I'm from Louisiana. I don't pronounce my words right. It's not my fault. My mom didn't make me speak proper grammar growing up.
Oh, man.
Sorry. How are you ladies?
Good, how are you? Good.
Great.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank
So
you.
tell us, let's start with you.
Okay.
Briana. Okay. Briana, tell us.
With one N.
With one N. Tell us where you're from, where you grew up, kind of how you got into dance, where you went to college. Let's start there.
Okay, the basics.
Yes, the basics.
It's like a first
Back to
date.
the basics.
So I actually was born in Germany. Both my parents were West Point grads.
So are you German?
I'm not, but
I don't know how that works. Do you not get dual citizenship or whatever?
I do, but I'm not German.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not German.
You're. Okay.
And
Can you
so-
speak German?
A little bit. But
Say something in German.
Gosh.
Beer. Prost.
My mother would be so disappointed in me right
Mom's
now.
not listening. No one listens to this.
Danke. That means
Thank you.
I know that
Okay.
one. Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Okay. All right. Sorry to derail you. Go
Yes,
ahead. We're already off.
my mother would be so disappointed.
We're already off the tracks, and we haven't even really started. Yet.
Schnitzel.
Stop. Let her go. Go. Sorry.
So long story short, we moved around a bunch, lived all over the country, lived all over the world, and went to school at the University of Alabama, Roll Tide. Aren't you from Florida? You went to Florida, didn't you? Unfortunate.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
I know.
Yeah.
Have you seen that Bugs Bunny meme where he's like cutting off Florida from the map?
No, but I'm proud to be. Also, the worst part of my state is technically your state. If you chopped off the panhandle, Florida would be normal. And the panhandle is basically Alabama.
Is that what they taught you in school?
There is
Yes.
nothing
Well.
normal about Florida.
Literally zero. But I digress. So went to the University of Alabama, graduated from there, was on dance team, worked in the football office for 4 years, went to Mississippi State University where I coached their dance team for a year, and then took off a couple years and came back and cheered for the Titans in Nashville, and now I'm here.
Did Nick Saban ever yell at you?
No, he's actually really funny. Like, he doesn't ever, like, when he was talking to me, he'd never yell. It'd just be like a, how did you not know this kind of thing. But he's actually hilarious.
Is he really?
He is. He has a really good, like, sense of dry humor, which I do too, so I respect him about that. So he's actually
What'd you do
hilarious.
for the football offices?
I did recruiting and operations. So
How long were you in Nashville?
3 years.
Okay.
3 years.
And how long did you dance up there?
3 years.
All 3 years?
All 3 years.
Okay.
I love Nashville.
Nashville's a great city.
That's a city I could move to.
It's fun to visit. I don't know if it's fun to live there anymore, just because
Really?
it's growing so much. There's
Yeah.
and infrastructure cannot support.
Oh,
Really?
that's like College Station right now.
Yeah. So
College Station is booming.
what about you? Where did you grow up? And tell us all the
Your
same
life
things.
all the
story.
things.
Yeah.
All the things. So I grew up in Houston.
Oh my God.
What was
Like,
that?
It's our show.
You
Since I can't.
need to, you know what? You need to walk outside,
I
take all your
know,
stuff,
I'm failing.
walk back in,
I
and
need
start
to walk
over.
up the IT.
See, just go out and come back. Okay, sorry.
So grew up in Houston. Never thought I was going to leave Houston. And here we are. But went to Texas A&M, and I am a proud graduate. All the girls on the team will tell you that I am obsessed with A&M. So
That's because they brainwash y'all. There.
Literally
They don't.
every person that went to A&M is like you.
But here's the thing: if every single person is that way, there's got to be something special about the school.
Yeah, they
Or,
brainwash.
right?
They
It's a
brainwash
They don't
you. Yeah.
brainwash. You know what?
You'll have
There's-
like the worst stadium in the SEC. Like it's in the middle of like a concrete patch. I don't.
When was the last time you went?
I've gone to every all of them.
Brianna, you have to quit whispering. That's not going to work on this show.
I'm not whispering.
Okay.
Oh my
Hello.
goodness, Kyle Field. All right. I'll start on my little rant about Texas A&M.
Meanwhile, I'm just going to be eye rolling.
I love my university. You know, it's one of those things, and everybody says it that goes there. But from the outside looking in, you don't understand it. And from the inside looking out, you really can't explain it. And I think there's a lot of things in life that are like that. Stop rolling your eyes. But it's so true.
Corny.
It's like I can't explain how special it is, and to somebody else until you experience it yourself, and then you're like, oh wow, this is amazing. And the field is great too. Anyways,
Got your ring.
All right.
always. Where's the camera?
So you went there, and then
So I went to Texas A&M.
what did you?
and
Did you dance? Did you cheer?
Yes, I was on the dance team there.
Dance team, okay.
We danced at all the basketball games and got a little bit more involved in football as the years went on, and now they're still just kind of part of the intro.
Do they do anything during yell practice?
Midnight yell? No, they do not.
Okay, I don't know much. I have a buddy of mine that
Yeah.
it's a Cowboys fan, and I've known him. He started coming to training camp when he was probably 12, 13, and he went to A&M, and he graduated from A&M. I met him at training camp in San Antonio a long time ago, and we stayed in touch, and he comes up to Arkansas A&M every year, and he tries to get me to go to yell practice every year, and I blow him
They
off.
do it
and
in
blow him off
Dallas?
and blow him
It
off.
is.
They've done it at the Rangers ballpark several years, and then I think this year it was in Fort Worth
This
Stockyards.
year,
They've done it the last 2
I'm pretty
years.
sure it's at the Stockyards.
Yeah.
It's a really cool experience,
I
honestly.
would like to see it one time.
I'll go
to a
with you.
game.
I'll take you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you
sure
just
you
Anybody.
would.
Oh, I will take you. I'll
We'll
show
never
you
see Courtney
all
again.
the
No.
things. I know. You'll experience it and then love it.
No.
So
Just experience
on
it.
the dance team, I was the captain of the dance team there, and then I guess it was my junior year. I'm not really sure about the timeline there, but I met the Cowboys Cheerleaders recruiter, and she just kind of talked to me and kind of made this dream seem more like it could be possible. So through that, just kind of decided to pick up, move to Dallas, did my student teaching in Frisco, and that's basically like the internship part of your education degree that you get before you graduate. And I did all that, and now I'm teaching up in Frisco, and this dream has just kind of become a reality now. So
Wow, so
That
you're
is-
a teacher and a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
I am. It's pretty crazy. I was actually telling Courtney and Brianna earlier that one of my little girls found out I was a cheerleader this week. And I thought all the kids knew, but we're talking in class, and it was, I guess, Tuesday morning, because that was the day after the game, and I was really tired. The kids are like, Miss Johnson, why are you so tired? It's like, oh, well, I had something last night. I know a lot of you know about it. And one of the girls was like, yeah, why are you so tired? And the kid goes, she was at the football game. And she was like, why are you at the football game? And another one was like, you're a cheerleader, that's why. And she was like, you're a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
No.
And I thought she was going to start crying. It was the sweetest moment ever. And she was like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. And
You have to bring them squad photos.
I know.
What grade do you teach?
4th grade.
4th grade. Okay. And do you have an occupation other
I
than?
do. I'm an HR manager.
Wow.
No,
Laying down the law.
I try. I'm like the cool one though.
Are you?
I'm very cool.
Yeah, people are scared when HR is like, we need to see you. It's like, oh.
I know.
Which
except for me.
which is scarier, going to HR or Kelly's office?
Kelly's office.
Oh.
She didn't go to Kelly's office.
Yeah, I
didn't
go to
get called in?
No, cross my fingers.
All right,
But-
so-
Called in.
Oh.
So tell us, so you're both rookies, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me both of your stories on.
Your training camp experience.
No, I want to know before that. Like what?
Audition experience.
No, Courtney, stop. Walk out of the room. Take your stuff. Take a
Guys,
deep breath.
it's hard.
And come back and sit down. and then we'll start over.
Okay.
Okay.
We call
See you
that
in a
think
minute.
time.
Yeah. Now I'm going to talk to you when she's
Okay.
done. Okay. We're going to let her reset. See you in a minute. Okay. So So obviously you were in Tennessee and you
Yes.
did that deal, and you were at College Station when you realized that you.
Yes.
So start with you, Briana. When did you say, you know what, I want to try out for the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, and why?
So it always kind of been in the back of my mind, but just career-wise, I wanted to still focus on that, and the time being in Nashville was. Welcome back, Courtney. Thank you.
You good now?
We'll see.
Okay.
Going to Nashville at the time was best for career. I had the opportunity to still dance with the Titans, and so I got to the end of my third year, and I'd done a lot of what I wanted to do on the team, and I wasn't quite sure that I was done dancing, so I decided to audition for DCC, and it's been a journey, but it's been a great one. And I think that, when you're in the dance world, anytime growing up in the dance world, you always know what DCC is. And there's so few opportunities once you get out of college to continue dancing, and kind of even, once you get out of high school, because college dance teams are typically a lot smaller than your high school dance teams. So there's very few opportunities to continue that. And I've been really blessed to be able to do it twice now. So I'm thankful for both opportunities and thankful for both teams, and I've learned a lot from both teams, and I have friends all over the country now, which is great. So I love it.
You can go on lots of vacations.
True.
For
Never
And
have to
have somewhere to stay when you go back to visit Nashville.
Oh my
too.
gosh.
And friends to come visit you too.
They all came for the Titans game.
Did they really?
They're probably banned from the state.
I was going to say that wasn't good.
Well, they're just crazy. They are the
Are they
most
getting
fun
rowdy?
people. They are literally I was like, I'm either going to get kicked out of my apartment or I don't know.
How many of them? How many came to visit?
4 stayed with me, but there were 17 here.
All
And,
cheerleaders?
Yes.
Holy cow!
They made
Current?
best friends. 4 of them, the 4 that stayed with me weren't current. One of them actually went to Pro Bowl with Cash last year, but they made best friends with all the security guards. So they came to rally days, and they were more excited to see Gabby and Brennan than they were to see me. Literally, you see this herd of people running, and they're like, Gabby! And Gabby's like, what's happening right now?
Did she know them?
No, they know. And she's
Watch the
like,
show.
I don't know what's going on. And then they see Brennan, and they totally love Brennan. Brennan and I are besties, so they know all about Brennan. And
They all watch the show?
yes, and they all were so excited. Literally had to stop my car in the tunnel, and they're running out to
So
see
wait a
Brennan.
minute. So this past weekend there were
Yeah.
17 Titans cheerleaders
Yeah.
and who knows how many Cowboys cheerleaders running around Dallas.
I know.
And I knew nothing about this.
It was a little crazy.
What is going
better.
on? I'm so
I know.
unplugged these days.
We had fun. It felt like 3 weeks. It was 3 days. It felt like 3 weeks, though.
My mom's coming in 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I feel after about 2 days of her. I'm like,
It's time.
you should probably go check your plants
I
or
love
something
you.
back
Yeah.
in Louisiana.
And
My dad's
you
like,
have
you just
things
need
to
to
do.
get. Yeah. My dad's always tells my mom to just get an apartment up here because she comes up here, and he's like, I don't really like you all that much. I don't want to see you all that much. I don't know why she wants to, but
Where do they live?
they live in Houston. So
Okay.
Oh, they're close.
they retired in Houston, so she's up here all the time. And my brother lives in Arlington and just bought a house in Arlington, so she's up here all the time. And I mean, I love it because of groceries, but
Hey.
That would be nice.
adulting's expensive. So yeah,
It is.
So,
and overrated, by the way.
very
Yeah.
overrated.
Yes.
I'm like, remember the days you're like, I can stay up as long as I want. I'm like, when we don't have practice, I go to bed at 8.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this?
And still don't get enough sleep if you're like,
Literally.
I'm like,
And then wake up and watch the Today Show. I'm like, am I 48 or 28?
That's my routine too. Today's show. I keep
Love
the
it.
channel
And
on NBC when I turn it off at night. I specifically switched to it so when I roll over in the morning, all I have to do is hit one button.
and then you wake up and go look at
Al Roker.
art gallery on your phone. Am I the only one who does that? I'm like,
I don't even know what that means.
Well, not just art galleries. I just go and look at different pieces of art, and I'm like, oh, that would look nice on my wall.
Yeah,
And I'm
you're
like,
the only
I'm
one that
old.
does that.
I was like, no, I look at Instagram.
Really? Oh,
Hashtag
okay.
shallow.
Oh,
But
I'm weird.
So tell us your journey. You were obviously recruited. Who recruited you? Who was the recruiter?
Shelly McCaslin.
Okay.
So
Where did she do that at? Where did she see you?
I was lucky enough to be one of the captains at Texas A&M on the dance team, and while I was there, we go to a dance camp. Basically, it's where we learn all of our dances, and then we bring them back to our team. And Shelly and a few of the all-stars, I wish I could remember who exactly it was, but
it was Emma and Kinsey.
oh, were
'cause
you
I
at
was-
the same one? Oh, she was the same one. It was Emma and
We
Kinsey.
talked about this.
Oh, we have. Yeah, no, we definitely have. I'm like, After a full day of 9-year-olds, you just kind of wash a lot of
I don't
things.
watch kids and ask Courtney. My memory is shot as well.
Can
there we go.
confirm.
And so she just kind of talked to me, and we kept in touch over the year. She knew that I had some things to finish up in College Station, and kept in touch. And then finally the time came where it was my time, and I took classes at, Jennifer Ambern had a really good prep class I went to almost every single week. I'm not sure if I ever missed one. Kitty Carter, Michelle Keys really took advantage of all the classes that Dallas has to offer. And then at some point it was like, okay, let's just hope and pray that we get to the next step. We're at semis, let's get to the next round. Let's make it through finals. Let's get on to training camp. And let's make it to the next hour and the next day of training camp. Because that's kind of what it turns into is, goodness gracious, can we just
Fighting for your life.
just get it to the next day?
Right. That's life in general.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
But also no, because sometimes I'm like, okay, yeah, let's finish this month or this week, and then I'm like, no, I'm inching closer to another age.
I know.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I know.
Yeah,
I just
so we
turned.
can stop.
I know. I just turned another year older. I'm 24 now, and I'm like. But I feel like life is just like.
Yeah.
Whipping through. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And soon your students will be 24, and then you'll feel so
I know.
old.
I'm like, once my kids, I call them my kids, but once my students go off to high school or even just middle school, honestly, when they move out of 4th grade, I'm going to be like, no, my babies.
Yeah, is this your first class to teach?
It is.
Oh, so
It
this
is my
special.
first year. Yeah.
So special.
And I've got such a sweet group of kids. And, like I said, a lot of them know that I'm a cheerleader. I mean, all of them know now. And they're all so sweet. They're like, Miss Johnson, I know you have a really late game, so what's your Starbucks order so I can make sure that you have coffee?
Oh my God.
I know.
But also, that's the beauty of teaching in Frisco.
Oh, I know. That was one of my little my boys, and he told his mom, and she told me, but he said, she's going to be really, really tired, Mom, so we need to make sure she has her Starbucks on her desk when she shows up in the morning.
That's so cute.
Children.
I am jealous, though. You'll get some good Christmas gifts.
Mm-hmm. I had my birthday, and I'm so thankful.
Oh, you got a lot of stuff.
I know. I redecorated my classroom. I added some things in there from Target.
When was your birthday?
It was in September.
September. When's your birthday?
December 21st.
Ooh,
Christmas, maybe.
You were almost.
Do you like or
Christmas
hate that?
I hate. Okay, so I love Christmas time, so that's fine. But people are try to double gift you. I'm like, I didn't double gift you.
Yeah,
When your
true.
birthday was in August, I didn't say here's your Christmas and birthday gift in August. So, but my mom has always been really good about it, so she always makes sure that it's even.
Mm-hmm.
That's
even
good.
now.
That was good. Well, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, what do we want to talk about? I want to get deep today.
Is Eric not coming today?
Who?
Eric?
No.
Oh, okay. Then we'll just talk
Forget that guy. He didn't bring us any more fleeces
forget
for
that
the
guy.
ladies. It's actually your fault.
We're going to break now.
All right, we'll be right back on These Boots Are Made for Talking.
Essilor has been helping Cowboys fans see better since 1972 so they don't miss a moment on the field. Get glasses with Essilor's best vision, clarity, and protection with the Essilor Ultimate Lens Package. 3 innovative technologies in one lens. For a limited time, you can double your lenses for free when you purchase the Essilor Ultimate Lens Package and get a second pair of frames. Find a participating eye care professional and details by visiting EssilorUSA.com. That's EssilorUSA.com. Terms and conditions apply.
If you're like me and you love... if you have a thing, then cutting the cord is scary. But then I found out I could switch to DirecTV Now and still get the live sports I love. No satellite needed, no bulky hardware, no annual contract, just...
Get the live sports you love. Try DirecTV Now for $10 a month for 3 months. Visit DirecTVNow.com. DirecTV Now. More for your thing. That's our thing. Use code REALDEAL. Limited time. Price for little package. After 3 months, renews monthly at full price. Currently minimum $40 unless canceled. Prices may change. New subscribers only. Cancel anytime. Content varies by package and may be limited. Restrictions apply.
A man's Stetson doesn't just protect him from life's elements. It projects an unstoppable and legendary spirit, just like the men wearing silver and navy on the field every Sunday. Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. They are still the official crown of all self-respecting cowboys. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Find Stetson hats in the Pro Shop or at Stetson.com today.
Dr. Pepper is the one you crave. But how do you explain that craving?
Imagine being shipwrecked on a desert island.
alone. Glass-like curls of surf pound the shore with Dr. Pepper-colored waves. Surrounded by desire, but you can't drink it because it's the ocean, fish live in there. The only thing you want is Dr. Pepper, and you can't have it.
Now that is a Dr. Pepper craving. Dr. Pepper, the one you crave.
Back to These Boots Are Made for Talking.
Back. The Star in Frisco.
We're back.
Thursday. Courtney McKenna, Shannon Gross with Briana and Taylor.
Taylor J.
Let me tell you a little bit about why me and Courtney are kind of dressed alike.
Twins.
And you guys aren't, because Courtney dropped the ball.
Okay, it's not my problem.
Yeah, it is.
You guys, I can give you guys Eric's email, and we'll all email him.
Okay. So here's why we're wearing these clothes. JCPenney has been, actually fleece pullovers if you want to get technical.
Well, mine's not a pullover.
Mine's a pullover. Anyway, JCPenney made 10,000 exclusive pieces of fleece. This is the female version. This is the male version. And they're only,
you can buy whichever one you like.
Yes. I didn't say you had to buy one or the other, Courtney. I just said this is the female version. This is the male version.
All right, you two.
You still need to get it together today.
To your
He's
corners.
bullying
You need
me.
a nap.
To your corners.
Whoa. No.
Ah.
I corrected you. That is not bullying.
It's a conflict. That's what we call it.
Okay.
My teacher coming out.
Anyway, JCPenney's created 10,000 of these. They're only available in Texas stores, and they're only $30. You cannot buy them online. Cannot buy them at any other retailer. But what you can do is you can buy one at your local Texas JCPenney's and take the receipt and go to DallasCowboys.com/JCPenney. And here's a little trick.
For an exciting opportunity, possible opportunity.
Here's a little trick, though. If you buy more than one, get them to ring them up on separate receipts because you get more than one entry. That's how you work the system, boys and girls.
But what does the entry get you
50
into?
lucky winners will get to bring one guest to the game with them Thanksgiving Day. They will also get a wristband that gets you down in the clubs, Miller Lite Club or the DraftKings Club, and it will also get you on the field for the Thanksgiving halftime performance with the DCC and Meghan Trainor. Yes. JCPenney will also donate $10 to the North Texas Salvation Army for each piece that they sell.
So you're doing good.
Yes, you are doing the most good.
The most good.
And if you're a winner, you must attend dress rehearsal on Wednesday, November the 21st. But it's also a chance to get up and close with Meghan Trainor. The promotion runs until Monday.
And the DCC, they'll be there for rehearsal.
Monday the 13th. So go to your local JCPenney store and take advantage of this offer. Bam!
Segue.
So let's talk about Thanksgiving.
They had a big night. The DCC had a big night with Meghan Trainor's choreographer.
DCC and DCRB.
And DCRB.
Tell me all about this.
What happened?
What was this, first of all?
Yes.
This is weird. This is unique. They've never done this before.
Yeah. Charm flew in from LA. Charm is Meghan's trainer.
Meghan Trainor's
trainer. What long day. Meghan Trainor's choreographer. She's great. Had a little bit of audition / learning the choreography for Thanksgiving, and she chose 8 dancers total, so 4 DCRB, 4 DCC, to join Meghan on stage during halftime. And the rest of us will still definitely be on the sides, and we all are kind of doing the same choreography, but we're really excited for those 8, and they're going to shine like the stars they are. And
so is Meghan bringing her dancers as well, or?
Yes, she's bringing 8 or 12. Math, not my.
So she'll have some of some of her her dancers, and then
yes, 12 of her dancers, and then 8 of our kind of mini team.
Okay, and then the rest of the squad will be out there on the sides.
Dispersed, yeah.
I think there's going to be, from the sound of it, we're going to have a pretty cool stage. I'm not really sure on details about it, and I don't want to give out too many details. Not many, spoiler alert. But I've heard that the stage is going to be pretty cool, and that's kind of what we're going to be moving around on.
It's pretty neat for y'all because this is the first time in about 4 years that we haven't had a country artist. So it's going to be
pop and fun
dance
and
music.
Females.
Do we know what song she's playing yet?
It's a secret.
It's a secret?
Okay.
Well, that's what I try to do.
We're not leaking that right now.
I try to.
Yeah, we can't get in trouble.
I try to. Hey,
Y'all are not going to, went through all summer not getting called into Kelly's office. You're not going to get me called in there.
Okay,
now.
we'll
I didn't
see.
get that lucky, but
I'm going to see.
I'll let her get caught for it.
I was like, I'm not testing my luck now.
I'm going to see if I can make you say something on the show that you get in trouble for.
Oh,
Why?
no.
Because she's never been in trouble. Because she's an angel, and angels
about
every once in a while
that.
need to know.
No
like,
one
what
wants
trouble's
to go
like.
to Kelly's office.
I don't mind going to Kelly's office.
It depends.
Only
On
if
the
you
real-
only if you go in our rebel outfit, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
I still have to learn how to do the splits.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
How to do my
Isn't there a... Didn't you say you were going to do it?
Yeah, I hadn't even started practicing.
Oh,
And then when we
man.
told Kelly that the girl said I could do it probably 3 weeks, she laughed. She was like,
Can you
"There's
touch your
no
toes?"
way." Yeah, look.
No, like
doesn't count.
standing
Like
up,
standing up and
bend over,
touching
Yeah,
touch your
I
toes.
think so.
Really?
I'll try it.
Do it, Shannon.
Do
You're
it.
in the frame.
Do
Go ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
Do.
No, you're not in the frame. Come here.
Bring him back to his seat.
Okay,
He did it.
Okay, he did
I did
it.
it.
Proof.
Yeah.
On the real though, going to Kelly and Judy's office is actually I think it's just like the leading up to it, and you're so nervous during training camp that it seems like the worst possible thing. One, because that is the only place you really get cut, and so you're already just kind of super nervous for that. But Kelly and Judy are super sweet when you're in there, and they're just trying to help you every time you go in there. So it really isn't that bad. It's just
But you know your dreams on the
intimidating.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you say
They
it
can
like
just
that.
crush your hopes and dreams with one
Just
word.
like that.
Yes, tonight is your last night.
Your last night.
And you know what? I feel like the more the show has evolved, they used to be like thought of as like these evil, oh my God, it's Kelly and Judy, especially Kelly. But I feel like the last few seasons that they've developed.
A little bit yes, but a little bit no. Because
still
people,
scary.
People like literally commented that they're the scariest people in the Dallas Cowboys organization.
Really?
That's funny.
Really?
Yeah. They're intimidating.
I mean,
they're boss
intimidating.
ladies.
You know what? I think for
intimidation
us,
is good.
It's one of those things where it's like you respect them so much
Right.
that they're intimidating because you respect them so much. And
There are people that haven't been on the squad in 20 years that still say yes, ma'am, and yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And
I think it's respect over fear or
Yeah.
anxiety. At least
I
for me,
agree.
it's like you respect what they've built, you respect the business side of it, you respect the world class side of it. So, one, you don't want to disappoint them, but two, the opportunities that the organization will, open up to you, and so you really want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But I think it's more respect.
I think it's just the respect aspect. And
I say this all the time. I say this on almost every show, but you come from another team cheering, and there's a difference. There's a
for
difference
sure.
between here and then there's everybody else. And it's no disrespect to any other organization. It's a testament to Charlotte and what a great job that she's done with the brand, and then Kelly, what a great job her and Judy have done with and how much time and work
legacy,
you probably
yes.
put in other places and what
Right.
you have to put in here, what the standard is, and it's just a testament to how prestigious it is to be here and work for this organization. So.
Absolutely. I don't think that, like, even when I had all my friends come visit, and even throughout training camp and this season in general, there's never been like an air of jealousy or like disdain for DCC, or that I left to go to DCC. I think if anything, they respect it more, and they know how much work I've put in and how much work we've all put in. And so even when I meet cheerleaders from other teams that I didn't cheer with, I think that their respect level for the DCC, and hopefully they feel like we kind of open doors for other cheerleaders across the NFL in general. But in general, they definitely recognize that DCC kind of hopefully opens a door for them as well in their organizations.
What's the biggest difference between here and the Titans?
I'd say for me...
Did we plan this? Did we plan her to come on the show the week after we played the Titans?
No.
Did we do that on
Unless
purpose?
Cheryl did that on
No,
purpose.
Cheryl just sent us out like an
Cheryl.
email of when we were doing it. I think for me, the biggest difference is DCC as a brand. DCC is a standalone brand. You don't necessarily need, obviously you do need the Cowboys, but you wear that uniform anywhere or anything, people automatically know who you are and know what you represent. And I think probably with other teams across the NFL and, Titans too, you're kind of a subset of that team, and
Right.
you're a branch of their marketing or their entertainment. And no disrespect to any team, but can you stand alone without that football
Right.
team with you or behind you or the Titans name?
Yeah, and it's because they're so iconic and they've been doing it for so long, and the tradition, and it's just kind of like the uniform has been the same uniform
Exactly.
forever, and it's it goes back to Tex Schramm days when he started it and all that stuff. So it's definitely like I said, I talk about it on the show all the time, but there's such a difference. It is, and it's not just with the look and the confidence and the choreography. It's everything, and I think all that added up is what creates that extra that standalone brand. So
And I think coming in for me at least, I know how prideful the alumni are of the legacy that they've left, and you don't want to be anything less than that either. And so every year I feel like everyone challenges themselves to be better and to lift this organization to a new level. And so, I've watched the show for a few years previous to trying out, and I look around, and I know a lot of us felt the same way during training camp, where we were looking around and there were 44 of us in the room, and we were like, we have no idea who they're going to cut. Like literally every single we were all like, it could be me. Like, you could literally come in with they're like, oh, I forgot the wrong nail polish today, and that's gonna get you cut, because literally there's no reason to cut anyone this year. Like, everyone was good.
yeah. So I heard that. I heard the talent was amazing this year. So you didn't wind up in the office at all.
I did not.
Did you not wind up in the office? I didn't watch the show.
I did.
Taylor's journey was good until it wasn't.
It was.
So fill me in. What happened? What did I miss?
So, gosh. It was
according to TV, anyways.
According to DCC making the team, about, it must have been week 7, week 8. It was towards the end. And I started, after we really got going with those jump splits, the way that we did it at practice, we have obviously, the tall girls are in the center. And
now, wait, you're super tall. How tall are you?
I am super tall. I'm 5'11".
Okay, and you're super short. How short are you? Well, I'm short. I'm short, so I can say that.
Same. I'm 5'1" on a good day.
What about a bad day?
You're shorter than me?
Really? How tall are you?
You're
5'1" 3/4.
Oh my goodness! Here we go.
Oh my goodness!
Well, actually,
that's I'm 5'10" 3/4.
Well, I can't say 5'2" because if I say 5'2", everybody's like, "No, you're not."
Okay, so you're 5'1", 5'11". Okay.
Yes. So y'all, if you were watching the Facebook Live right now, you can't see this, but my chair is absolutely probably an inch shorter right now, and I'm still taller than her. But we had to lower my chair a little bit because I was going to be too tall.
Yeah, you're not on my side of the table either, because I'd be standing up. I'd be like, nope.
But no, so the way that we practiced, with the kick line, just to really make sure that our timing was on point, was the tall girls would do it, and then you just kind of add on in every single time. So I found myself doing a lot of kicks and a lot of jump splits, which all of us did a lot. But my knee just started feeling it towards the end. And I feel like when you're taller, your bones are just not sturdy. Maybe that sounds
a lot more torque on
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so my knee started acting funny. I had to go to the doctor, and I feel like you keep looking at me and laughing.
I'm just smiling.
It's happy to be here.
And so they called me into their office just to be like, what's going on? I was like, I'm trying, but my knee hurts. And they're like, all right, let's send you to the doctor. And thought I was fine. And according to TV, that was my time in the office, and then just kind of struggled. We went back to school, and I was putting my classroom together from 8 to 3 in the afternoon, and then going straight to the stadium and staying from 4:30 to sometimes 2, 3 in the morning, and then waking up and doing it all over again. And, after a while of not getting much sleep and not really taking care of yourself,
grinds on you.
It just kind of happens. And so towards the end, oh man, that show, they caught me at my worst at times.
Yeah. What'd you struggle with most in camp? So you made it the first time you tried out, right?
I did.
And then you tried out
Second time.
Yes. Okay.
So first question, I think my biggest struggle, and probably something I still struggle with a little bit to this day, is I was working full-time whole summer. So it was literally 3 hours of sleep for 4 months. And I think it was, I think I had my breakdown, I think probably at the beginning of August. So I was like, I can't do this. And luckily I have like the best boss and the best coworkers, and they were so supportive. Hi, Robin and Sam. They're probably watching, but so luckily they completely worked with me, and they were on this journey as much as I was. But definitely, I think the lack of sleep and like still having to function in meetings the next day, and Brennan and I were both. I think we may have been the 2 rookies working for. Or I feel like was anyone else? I know we were like the 2 working full time throughout training camp.
I think Bridget
was for Vet Tech, so we would all commiserate, and we all have like lockers right next to each other. So we'd be like, "How many hours of sleep did you get?" Like, and then you're like, "Well, when are y'all would like send group texts, and they're like, "We're going to the studio to practice," and it'd be like 2 p.m. and I'm like, "Oh, I'm cool.
Have fun."
That's how I feel. I know. And now that I've gone back, I'm like, oh man. I don't know how y'all did this all summer.
But going through that now, you have to know, like, it probably made you realize you're stronger than what you are. 4 months with no sleep, I can't imagine 3-4 hours of sleep a night.
I didn't sleep a lot last night, and my bags are huge. So
I probably had all of that. I was like, CMT, can you airbrush that out there? So you got getting good with the producers and see if they can like edit it.
Help you.
I don't think I like ate a meal at my house for 4. I just ate either at work or like in the car a lot. But second time trying out. I made it to finals the first time and then came back this year and obviously made the team. But I think that having that year off, I'd kind of been in dance and competing in NFL for like the past 12 years. And so I think the rejection was good because I needed a break and I needed time to kind of refocus on work and all that good stuff.
It worked out for you.
And light a fire.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it definitely lit a fire. I think that when you've done it for so long and your life is planned around it, and you kind of not take it for granted, but it becomes like par for the course. And so I think that having that year off to kind of refocus my energy and refocus kind of what I wanted to focus on both personally and professionally allowed me to come back a little more complete this year.
So who are your, obviously the rookie classes are always tight, but who are you guys the tightest with on the team? Who are your buddies?
He's rephrasing that as who's your best friend?
Who are your besties?
My bestie.
Yeah.
Besties.
Pick a veteran that you're closest with and a rookie that you're closest with.
Okay. Or a veteran that you learned the most from.
No, that's your question. My question is, who are you closest with? Get your own question.
I think that's really hard. Honestly, we're all super close.
They love each other.
That sounds so cliche. Like we all like
they're all my sisters.
We're all sisters.
Besties.
Besties forever. But honestly, that's actually hard. My roommate is Erin, and Erin, Madeline, and I are all super close. We kind of started this whole journey together and made it to semis together and made it to finals together and made it to training camp together and kind of have gone through all of it together. I remember before tryouts ever started, we all went to dinner and we were like, okay, if we made it or if we end up making it together, like we need to come back here and have a meal and just celebrate. And we were actually able to do that. So that was a fun little story. Happiest hour.
Yeah.
We went there on a Sunday.
That's a cool moment.
Sunday morning, yeah.
Really
it was
cool.
super cool. And then the closest veteran, I would probably say Lacey. She was my...
The old lady, the old young lady on the team.
I know. I'm like older than her, and I'm like, Lacey, show me what to do. But she is my group leader, and I get to stand next to her on the sidelines, and she was next to me locker-wise in the locker room. She was right next to me during training camp, and I think our personalities just click really well, too. So... she was awesome, and I'm really trying to help her understand how selfish she is that she wants to leave now, and trying to convince her to stay.
I'm not happy about it.
I think all of Cowboys Nation.
I think everybody wants her to stay.
Yep.
What does she have to do anyways? You know?
Well, she's like...
besides live her life, because she's not doing anything other than DCC.
I know. She's like going to continue and, be successful and so many other things because she has so many things to offer up. I'm just like, yeah, but like, how selfish are you right now? Because you need to be here for us and for me.
Right.
And she's like, Taylor.
Reverse psychology. Your fourth grade magic won't work on me, lady.
It will work.
What about you? Who are your besties, rookies, and veterans?
I definitely say Brennan. We actually met last year at auditions. We sat next to each other last year. So it's kind of been 2 years in the making. But we're also locker buddies, and we're also the same height. So
all this works together.
You literally
Brennan
never
seems
see...
taller
I know.
Maybe like half an inch. It's negligible. But we're next to each other in squad photo. We're literally in the same group. Like, we're everywhere together. So we're kind of a package deal this year. But our group 4 rookies are really close. Mm-hmm. And Caroline, we love Carol. She has some really good.
She just had a birthday. Happy birthday.
She is.
You got to get her. She's a great storyteller.
She's
like, she's hilarious. And Gabby, I love Gabby. Mm-hmm. So, and Ashley too. That's our like little corner in the locker room. So we got really lucky with our corner and everyone we love. And then Lacey was my boot buddy, and I adore Lacey. So she's just obviously perfect human. But Kaylin and Cash are my girls. They're hilarious, and I think
Kaylin is underrated. Funny.
She is underrated,
and she's a teacher too. We've bonded on that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, girl, can we just complain to each other? Because a lot of the other girls, I'll show up and I'll be like, guys, I had this student at recess and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, okay.
Whatever.
Okay, I never realized it.
Do you have any candy?
Yeah, I know. No, but like speaking of candy, I never realized it until apparently I have a lot of teacher friends on social media. November 1st is the worst day for teachers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Probably because they're probably hyped up on candy.
Yeah, all jacked up on Mountain
Dew. And their parents.
And they didn't sleep.
Word to parents. Do not send candy with your kids to school the next day.
Why not?
Because that sugar, it just goes straight through their system. They are so hyper.
That's what I need right now, some sugar.
They're all tired. Oh, my goodness.
Courtney, take another break. Go get us some cookies.
Me?
Just go figure out where some cookies are.
Can we Uber Eats?
I like chocolate chip.
We could. Well, let's take another break. And when we come back, I don't know, we'll talk about more stuff. These boots are made for talking.
Yeah, literally all of my
You're
friends
like me
with
and you
November
love...
1st.
I mean, if you have a thing, then cutting the cord is scary. But then I found out I could switch to DirecTV Now and still get the live sports I love. No satellite needed, no bulky hardware, no annual contract, just...
Get the live sports you love. Try DirecTV Now for $10 a month for 3 months. Visit DirecTVNow.com. DirecTV Now. More for your thing. That's our thing. Use code REALDEAL. Limited time. Price for a little package. After 3 months, renews monthly at full price. Currently minimum $40 unless canceled. Prices may change. New subscribers only. Cancel anytime. Content varies by package and may be limited. Restrictions apply.
Before your next AT&T Stadium barbecue, gear up with OtterBox, the official outfitter of tailgating. It starts with the Venture Cooler. Built tough in America, Venture keeps ice for days and days. Or stay light on your feet with Trooper Soft Coolers. Perfect for packing in your signature side dishes.
Tailgating wouldn't be complete without a beverage, so pour one into the OtterBox Elevation Tumbler. It keeps your drinks frosty and toasty. Discover more about OtterBox line of tailgate essentials at OtterBox.com.
While a player can look good on paper, it's when he's out on the field that you really find out what he's made of. That's why the Cowboys rely on more than stats and scouting reports when building their team. When picking a tractor, it's why you should rely on more than specs and features as well. You got to take it out and put it to the test. The Cowboys did when they named John Deere their official tractor. To experience one for yourself, visit your local Texas John Deere dealer or go to myjohndeeredealer.com/football.
It can be hard to find the right resource for learning about important financial matters. You search how to build savings, you end up reading about the one weird ingredient from supermarkets that can make you taller. That's why Bank of America built BetterMoneyHabits.com, a safe little corner of the internet for answering your financial questions. Full of simple videos and tips, Better Money Habits can show you how to make the most of your money without resorting to random searches that always seem to lead to unbelievable photos of childhood stars grown up. To learn more, visit BetterMoneyHabits.com.
Essilor has been helping Cowboys fans see better since 1972 so they don't miss a moment on the field. Get glasses with Essilor's best vision, clarity, and protection with the Essilor Ultimate Lens Package. 3 innovative technologies in one lens. For a limited time, you can double your lenses for free when you purchase the Essilor Ultimate Lens Package and get a second pair of frames. Find a participating eye care professional and details by visiting EssilorUSA.com. That's EssilorUSA.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Back to These Boots Are Made for Talking.
Back. These boots are made for talking. We got Taylor and Briana.
And
Courtney.
Courtney always trying to sneak in the limelight. You got any questions over there, Courtney?
Yes.
You want to do something productive today?
Yes,
Help us out.
Okay. Former teammate.
OMG.
Kelly _TTC, Tennessee Titans cheerleader. She wants to know, There's a lot of questions, so we can either do them all or pick one. Best part of rookie year so far.
What is this on? What is this platform you're
This
looking
one
at?
is Instagram.
Instagram. Okay.
Favorite routine so far. She says she's excited to watch the Thanksgiving halftime. But do you like Thanksgiving or Christmas better? Favorite holiday movie? And then go Brie.
I love Kelly. She was in my group all 2 years. Yeah, she was in my group 2 years. She's actually coming to a game in a couple weeks. The Eagles game.
Aww.
So yeah, look, some of them spread it out, so I didn't have all 27 here at the same time. Favorite routine so far? I don't know. I like Christmas better though. If that was a question, I think that was a question.
Yeah, I like Christmas better.
Same.
It just.
I like Thunderstruck.
Snuggly.
I mean, you kind of have to like.
The iconic.
Yeah, and I feel like every time you're always like, am I really doing this? Am I really doing it? Every time you walk out, you're like, this is happening, right? I think this is happening.
It's happening.
I know. My Erin actually, she makes fun of me because apparently I repeat myself a lot. I didn't realize I did that, but Erin and Madeline always are like, you've told this story 5 times. But I always tell them, sometimes in the car, like a song will come on and I'll catch myself doing Part of Thunder to the song. And I'm like, oh, I'm such a nerd. I'll like be doing like Thunderstruck or like the iconic dance to a different song that doesn't match at all.
Sitting in your car,
but I'm just sitting in
traffic,
my car,
and the person
by
next to you is like,
myself.
"What? Are they having a seizure? Like, what's going on?"
You've ruined a lot of songs for me too, though. Like I was at the bar the other night, and Fireball came on, and I was like,
gosh.
"No,
oh no,
make it stop!"
Oh, I like our country ones. Those are fun. I feel like I like those a lot. Like Luke Bryan, I like.
Country's not my favorite genre of.
Well, I don't have to get as low in
musical.
country, so I can.
I'm more of a
dance
jazz
taller.
girl. I'm a jazz girl.
Yeah.
Anything like fun and like upbeat. I mean, they're all kind of upbeat, but fun and jazzy. I like that.
Jazz. What was the other part?
What's been your favorite part of your rookie year so far?
Ooh,
definitely first game. I think. I mean, I think because we'll obviously meet the team, and the first game all kind of happened in the same week as finding out we were on the team. It was a whirlwind, but. It's one of the you never get it. You only get one rookie year. Well, in my case, I got 2, but in general,
different
kind same but different. So I always really, really appreciate my rookie year. It's the one time where you don't have to worry about anyone else but yourself, really, and you get to be a little bit selfish because you don't really have any responsibilities other than making sure you're there on time and in the right outfit and know your dances. So rookie year in general, I think, is one that I hold near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, I think the first game, there's so many different aspects to the first game.
Preseason or regular season?
Regular.
I think
insane.
Preseason was special because it was the first time we were ever on the field and doing Thunderstruck, recognized by a big crowd as Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. So that's special in its own right. But God, there's nothing like regular season.
Yeah.
I mean, home opener was
insane.
That was insane. And I think the coolest part for me was actually after we finished Thunderstruck, we're sitting there in the jump split. We get up and we walk into the tunnel, and there's just like roaring fans in there.
You have
and
Miss
they're
Price screaming at you as you walk by.
And I mean, as rookies,
Miss Price.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
have to, I'm glad to know that now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But as rookies, they're like,
I mean, she makes me feel great. Don't get me wrong.
Every time.
I feel really special, but
She knows all of us by name.
Oh, that's
you should
awesome.
feel special too.
She's been around forever. I've been around for 15 years, and she's been around since way before I was here. Miss Price is awesome. She actually, did I ever tell you the story? Sorry to interrupt. Did I ever tell you the story about when we were in London? So I always,
Miss Price?
Yeah.
No.
So I always thought Miss Price was just like this crazy, annoying fan that screamed Jerry all the time, and
she does scream Jerry.
Jerry!
And Jerry stops for her.
Oh, yeah, Jerry loves
I mean,
her.
if she's been there for 15 years, I would hope.
Oh, she's been around longer than that. So anyway, I was just like, yeah, whatever, Miss Price, just, crazy lady, Miss Price. So we're in London. Of course, she's in London for the game, and she's staying in our hotel, and I'm down
the team hotel?
Yeah. So I'm
also, of course.
I'm down at she might have been at a different hotel because they moved the staff, it was a weird thing. They moved half the staff. They moved the staff and left the players halfway through the week. So she wound up at our hotel, and we were down at the bar the night before the game, and I started talking to this guy at the bar, and he was a Jets fan, and his wife was a Cowboys fan, and they would always every other year they would get to go to their team's game. He would go on a road trip with her.
That's
she would go on a
sweet.
road trip with him. And they got to pick which one they wanted to go to. Well, obviously we played in London, so she was like, I want to go to London.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there talking to him, and we were just we were just having fun with each other and like, talking trash and nothing crazy, nothing out. And she thought he was like really talking smack to me.
Miss Price?
Yes, and she jumps in between us and
She protected you?
pushed me out of the way and gets in his face. He goes, baby, don't you talk to him like that, And I'm like, Miss Price, it's okay. We're just joking around. And she's like, what? Okay, Shannon. I was like, you know what? Miss Price is my girl.
I would have Miss Price go to bat
Oh.
you.
I mean,
So ever
I would
since
want her
then,
to go for bat for me.
yes.
for sure.
So kudos to Miss Price. Ever since then, I was like, nobody can talk bad about Miss Price. Even though I used to think she was a little off because she was such an over the top fan. I'm like, that is my girl.
Those
so
are
Miss
the
Price,
best, though.
If you
shouts
guys
out to you.
listening don't know Miss Price, she sits in the exact same corner in the Miller Lite Club.
She's like, they're
she has
early,
a
too.
stool.
Oh, yeah.
She's the most decked out Cowboys fan you will literally ever see, and the most distinct voice
Comes to
you
training
will ever
camp.
hear.
They actually did a documentary on her on ESPN or HBO about over the top fans, and she was featured in that. So yeah, she's awesome.
That's so cool.
Sorry to stop y'all down, but I just had to give Miss Price some props. So
Hey, Miss Price.
Hey, Miss Price. Shout out.
The cheerleaders
Hey, girl,
see
hey.
you.
We do. But no, like I was saying, I think the coolest part is walking into the tunnel and everyone's yelling at you. And our first game, they kept telling us, like, there's going to be a lot of distractions in there. Like,
And
they're
to
going to be yelling.
And to set it up, when you come off the field, you come through where you come off from Thunderstruck and you come in and turn around and go back out the same place. When you guys go in, there's probably 500 fans, 250 to the left, 250 to the right, and you're right in front of the team where the team runs out. But there's fans, and they can literally reach out and touch you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So they're screaming. It's in a bar basically. So they're drinking and they're yelling, and it's absolutely nuts.
It is. And you're like trying to be pretty still, but you're secretly dying inside,
Like,
and your
sitting
feet
there
are
dying.
cramping,
And trying to
you're
catch your
like-
breath
right.
and adjust your outfit to make sure everything's where it's supposed to be,
Right.
and sweating.
And there's like a camera right
Yeah.
here, and you're like, this is going to be on YouTube later. Great.
Awesome.
My best
And all
look.
of us, side note, all of us like shake our palms because it creates some sort of wind and it kind of cools us off a little bit. So if they see us doing this the whole time, we're just trying to cool ourselves
Tricks of the trade, everybody.
Tricks of the trade. But yeah, that was the coolest part. And then you run out there on the field and the pyro's going, the team's behind you. And I think that was the coolest moment of the first game for me.
I can't
enjoyed it a
imagine.
lot.
I can't. Like, it's still like on big games. Like there's nothing crazier than like a night game, especially like Monday night when you're the only game on TV. That was the loudest I've heard that stadium probably, except for the playoff game against Detroit. Detroit was super loud when we had a home playoff game, but it was so loud. If we would have just scored, other than a
more
field
touchdowns.
yeah, I mean,
2 more times.
that would have. But you know how the momentum, like you could just feel it,
sure.
just leave the building.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
everybody was so loud and it was so crazy, and the defense was showing out and they were having fun, and then all of a sudden you just felt it go. And it was just like
All of Bree's friends were cheering.
Yes, they were. But they literally made friends with every single person's family in the stands. Like, they came back and they're like, we met Gina's boyfriend and we told him what group you were in. And and they videoed all the routines, and you hear them in the background, like, literally having conversations with, like, everyone's parents, everyone's boyfriends.
Were they
like,
wearing their Titans gear?
They were.
Aw.
But I know.
You
But
win some, you lose some.
I know. I think they had my face on a button. So
Oh, that's cool.
cute.
I'll take
Best of
that.
both worlds.
But yeah, they made friends with everyone.
I have a question. I don't ever really ask
man.
deep questions on the
Oh,
show. I want to ask a
boy.
deep question. What's the biggest adversity you faced in your life that you've overcome or not overcome?
Like Oprah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I do not know where this is going.
I was thinking about that today. I was like, if somebody asked me that question, I would have to really think about it. Like, what?
Same, and we only have 3 more minutes.
I know. That's why I'm throwing it out there. What's like the biggest, I guess, obstacle or biggest thing that you struggle with that you either did or didn't? I mean, you don't have to overcome it. You could have just dealt with it and whatever. I just kind of wondered, like, what's something?
Well, mine would definitely be when my dad passed away. It was super sudden. We didn't expect it at all, and we found out he had cancer on Monday night, I guess it was, and then the following Saturday he passed away.
Oh wow!
So I mean, it was incredibly sudden, and I don't think there's anything that anyone can do to truly get over that. Obviously, you know, there's things that come after that for the rest of my life that'll always come up, but for me, it was just, you know, there is a plan that is so much greater than what I'm doing here, and just finding the little things every single day. I guess, why did that happen to me? Oh, because I needed to be here for somebody else. Or, you know, why did this happen to me? And even on the show, whenever they did my backstory, I had people reaching out to me through Instagram and Twitter and all these different things saying, I watched your backstory and I just want to let you know that that impacted me because I lost somebody special to me, you know, whoever it may have been. And that was something really cool, just thinking about the platform that we are put on, that I was able to reach so many people. So
how long ago was that?
The 4-year reunion was June 7th. So it was actually during training camp. It was our first night with Kelly and Judy filming that. It actually was the 4-year reunion.
Oh, wow. And the crazy thing about stuff like that is I think probably everybody in this room, probably everybody listening, everybody anywhere has had something tragic or something at the time. You're like, there's no way that this can be useful in my life. And then while you're going through it, you're asking those questions. Why? And then once you get through it, you look back. Sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's a month, sometimes it's years. You look back and you go, you know what? If that wouldn't have happened at that point in my life, this wouldn't have happened, and this wouldn't have happened, and this wouldn't have happened, and all these great things wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have had to struggle with that. So
absolutely.
you can always look back and go, I'm the person I am because of this. And I think most people are happy with who they are and where they are in life. So, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, obviously nothing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring this whole thing down.
No, you're fine. You were fine.
I mean, obviously nothing compares to losing a parent. So I think for me, probably, and I don't even necessarily know that was like a bad thing or anything more than adversity, but, you know, with both my parents graduating from West Point and my dad being in the military, I mean, we moved like every 10 months or so. And so just kind of constantly not having like that home base and not having there's, you know, people are like, I grew up in the same city, or like, you're like, I grew up in Houston. I'm like, I don't know what that's like. Or like, they're like, I have a favorite place that I've been going to for 20 years. I'm like, I have one for 20 days. So I think just kind of overcoming that and constantly being in the like change of that state of change. But I mean, now that I look back, when I was 10, I probably hated it. But now I'm like, I've gotten to live in places that people will never get to visit. I've gotten to do things that, you know, a lot of people will never get to do. So adversity when you're 10, but now I look at it as a blessing.
And it probably made you a lot more independent and a lot.
Oh, for
you
sure.
could figure things out on yourself because you
I'm so
didn't have that
resourceful.
stability. Yeah.
Yes. I literally can mostly do. I mean, it may fall apart at some point or it may be like really janky, but I can get it together and I can do it.
Lady.
I mean, it'll stay there for long enough, and if it breaks, I'll fix it somehow.
Little MacGyver. Do y'all know who MacGyver is?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you know who MacGyver
I think
is?
so.
Do you?
I know the name MacGyver,
I know.
but
I
don't know what MacGyver
I feel like
is.
if you kept going with the story, then I'd be like, yes.
Damn, I try to throw one reference out there every show that no one gets. And I almost got it on this show. MacGyver's the guy that could take like a piece of chewing gum, like the full wrapper of chewing gum, and he could bend it a certain way and make a mirror that could bounce a laser beam from here to here.
No,
and
no.
No?
The answer
It's like
is
not ringing a bell.
Google it.
Man.
Google it. Well, we're out of time. Again, man, this show always goes too fast.
I know. It's been
so
so
fast.
fun.
Kicks off the weekend.
We could do this like 2 hours a show.
I feel like no one but my mom would probably listen if it was too long.
Really?
Don't be a Shannon. People listen.
No,
People
they do. But
listen.
I'm saying, like, I feel like my mom would be like, "That's my baby." Like, she'd be the one, like, you'd be like, "Another question for Monica. Another question for Monica."
My parents listen to.
Yeah, my mom's so cute. My mom used to not listen to anything, and then she started listening to Hanging with the Boys. Now she listens to everything I'm on, and I call her probably.
And this one?
Oh, everything. And she'll.
Oh, hi, Mom.
I'll call her on the way home, and she'll be like, "I loved it whenever you said this," and I'm like, "You really listen to everything from start to finish."
That's what moms do.
That's their job.
Especially
That's
when
the
they're retired and they have nothing to do.
I know. Shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
She's the best.
Shout out to all the moms.
I know.
Moms are the greatest.
Love you, Annette.
Moms are why we're here.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Yes.
Actually.
Well, Courtney, thanks for getting it together.
I tried. That's all we can ask.
And thank y'all so much. This was fun. So now I
thanks,
can
y'all.
now I'll
Thank
wave
you for
at y'all on
having
the
us.
sidelines because I know who you
Yeah,
are.
say hello.
I won't just ignore you like I don't know.
you're
Oh,
so
wait.
kind.
One more quick question.
Way to like pay it forward there,
I
Shannon.
know, I know, man.
Now I can say hi. Someone did on Twitter ask who the shortest is. Are you the
Oh my
shortest
gosh.
on the team?
Yes.
And then
Are you?
shortest, like
Yes.
number 36.
I am.
And I'm number
I am
one.
36. I mean, I'm number one, actually. We're going to go with that. You can be 36.
Okay, I'll be 36.
Okay.
I'm
Who's
number
the
one.
second tallest? Miranda?
Tess.
Tess? And
She's
then-
my kicking
okay.
buddy, and then Hannah is to my right, and then Miranda and Aaron. I don't think I could go all the way down, but that's our little tall group.
Who's your kicking buddy?
Kelly and Brennan. Brennan.
My bad.
Brennan. Together, always.
All right. Well, thanks, ladies.
I'd be down there with
Thanks,
you.
Courtney. Thanks, William. Thanks,
We got to hold it down.
Presley.
We got it. We have the most fun on the end.
Thanks,
anyway.
Brianna. Thanks, Taylor. This was so much fun. When's the next home game?
Thanksgiving.
We didn't talk about Christmas. We'll talk about it next show.
Next show.
Christmas Spectacular.
Are you
next
cooking
show.
for Thanksgiving? You bringing us food?
My mom brings me food.
Shannon, you didn't do a whole lot in this show. You didn't throw back to us. We got our hoodies on. We're in this.
Oh, wait. Throw back to y'all.
Throwback.
Hey.
I didn't realize
We're
y'all had them
looking.
on. Hey! That's William and Presley if you've never
Wait,
seen them
stay
before.
on yourselves longer because we talk about you guys all the time.
Yeah, so that's what they look like, and that's where they sit. They both look like Smurfs. They have a kind of a blue tint to their skin.
Wait, I had no idea we could throw back to you. Let's do it more.
Oh,
There's us.
enough of y'all.
And we're
Well,
back.
sorry, I'll do better next week at things that I'm supposed to do. So
Pay for effort.
That's
All
fine.
right.
He's getting
You did
on me. He
great.
needs to try harder
I
too.
do need to try a lot harder. Well, y'all have a great weekend.
You
We will be
too.
back. Do we know who we have next week?
I looked earlier today, and it might be rookie Rachel and
Okay, we don't know.
two rookies.
Surprise.
Tune in to find out on who we have next week, Thursday, 4 o'clock on These Boots Are Made for Talking.
And the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?